And now another edition of What's Appening.
Hi everybody, Meredith Oliver back with another What's Appening. And this time I am joined by Mark Pittman. Mark is with Concord Leadership Group. And where are you out of again, Mark?
Based out of Greenville, South Carolina.
Greenville, South Carolina, just south of me. I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina, so it's good to have another Carolina friend here today. Yeah, so Mark, tell us about your app recommendation and why you like it.
Well, the app I'm really excited about is Untapped, UNTAPPD.
So is this like your untapped potential, untapping your leadership style, I'm untapping your financial wealth?
Wow, I should have gotten those apps too. It's like Facebook for beer drinkers.
What?
You go on there and you search a beer. Like if you're at a bar, you have the beer you're drinking, and then you look for it, and you can see reviews, you can see ratings, you can see who's drinking it near you.
What?
I'm a beer geek. I brew my own beer.
Very cool.
I love the chemistry of it. I love the tasting of it. I love all about it. And so Untapped has been a lot of fun for the last 7 years as I travel around as a speaker.
Yeah.
I can go to different places, and I've met people at bars that were checking in at the same time. I'm like, hey, you're on Untapped too? And we get to see each other's profiles. They gamify it. You have badges you can earn. I just hit my 2,500th unique beer check-in.
That's very cool.
Took 7 years. It's not like I did it all in one weekend.
Well, I get where you're going with this on making your travel more fun.
Yes.
When you travel a lot, because honestly, I love my job once I get there. Mm-hmm. But the travel part is not, I'm not one of those people that suffers it well. I get very stressed out. I get really exhausted. I mean, it's hard. And 1 year, in order to kind of gamify my travel experience, most airports, the larger ones, have a Brighton jewelry store in them.
Interesting.
Yes, this is a good tip for those of you that need to bring home presents to loved ones.
Thank you.
And I built a charm bracelet, one charm that represented the state I was in at a time. And at the end of my year, I had a really cool charm bracelet of all my charms of where I traveled. So I kind of think that's what you're doing with Untapped.
That is really cool.
Right?
Yeah,
You're making it fun to be on the road.
Right, and that was it. To me, it seems we get so caught up in the demands of traveling, the schedule changes. We have the Trip Pro, we have Travel Advisor. We have my friend Tom Webster has turbulence forecast because he happens to be where all the turbulence is.
Whoa!
But it's if you see a lot of turbulence,
where is that?
You should just follow. I don't know.
I don't want to know.
No, it's funny the number of times he posts in our group and in one of the groups I'm in, and it's wherever he's going. Yeah. But we can get so caught up in those demands, and then the client demands, and then the client demands of the audience, that it can be easy to lose ourselves. And I find that interests make us human, and interests make us more interesting.
They sure do.
So if we're able to tap in, even just momentarily, to an interest of our own. Because I didn't want to just promote beer, although Brewery Map is another great app if you want to see the local breweries that are around.
Nice.
My friends also talked about walking tours. So it's kind of like I never heard of this, but they just go into the App Store and they look for local walking tours, or either Android or Apple. I guess My GPS City, I believe, is the app also that has walking tours on it. So they get locally produced walking tours where you can just kind of get out, get some exercise, and get a lay of the land for where you're.
Oh, I need that. I need that. I'm very directionally challenged. And so, but I like to get out and walk. So if I had a tour, if I kind of had a path and I knew what to do, I'd be much more likely to do it. I'm always a little afraid to just start wandering on my own because that's not really a great idea for me. Right?
Well, right. It's not always safe. But the other part is when you're with your audience and then you're able to refer back to local areas that they eat it up. They love that the local places that not every speaker knows. It's like when you go to Kansas City and they say, and you forget that it's not in Kansas, it's in Missouri. I mean, that's a bad thing as a speaker.
Yes,
so if
is.
you kind of get around and get to know some of the local off the beaten track things. Another one is Google has a subsidiary called Niantic. Some geeks may know this for Ingress, the Pokemon Go app that was a virtual reality. You could go around to local areas and level up things. They have a less geeky one called Field Trip. You can just have it on, and wherever you're traveling, you get to see weird things like the road signs you used to see on the highway. And it'll just tell you little bits about where you are.
Mark, thank you.
You're welcome.
This has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed learning about your apps, and I can't wait to start following you on some of these and see what you're up to.